Alright, so welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be setting up this lovely solar panel battery maintainer. Now, we got this because we don't drive this Mazda very often anymore, so the battery's like always dead. But we figured we should at least maintain a battery, which we haven't done in years. So today we're going to set it up, see if it works. It's going to be interesting because I live in a cloudy state, which means we don't get much sun. So let's see, how do we set this thing up first of all? Alright, so looks like we have a bunch of connectors. Trying to figure out how to do this stuff. One of the connectors we got is a positive and negative for the battery. So what I plan on doing is having a wire lead out from the inside of the car, because I'm going to leave this solar panel inside the car and on the dashboard so it can collect sunlight and not get stolen or something. And then I'm going to lead the wire over to the battery. Hopefully the cord is long enough, and then we'll see, I don't know, like in a few hours if this thing will actually charge the battery and maintain it. Now the big question is, will it still do it even when it's like cloudy and overcast like it is today, because it's like this a lot. So we got these two connectors for the positive and negative. They connect together like so. There we go. And now this cord seems pretty long, so I'm pretty sure it should be able to reach the battery. For now, I am just going to put the solar panel right here yonder. As you can see, it's just chilling right here on the dashboard. Then I should pop the trunk. And now let's see if this cord will reach around there. I'm feeling like it will, but let's see. So luckily for me, this cord is plenty long. So what I'm going to do is attach the positive first, then attach the negative. Luckily that was long enough to reach. I'm going to take up some of the slack and keep it inside the engine bay. Now it looks like the sun is coming out, so that's pretty nice. The way we have it set up is like so. So as you can see, the solar panels are here in the dashboard. It's getting plenty of sun from what it looks like. Let's see if I get my finger in there correctly. The cord is just coming from the door. So if I close the door, as you can see, the cord is, reaching through just fine. The problem might be with this, so I guess we'll see what happens when I close the hood. Alright, so it's just fine. It just goes right in between the hood and the quarter panel. Alright, so let's check out the instructions real quick. I don't think there's anything I need to do to like turn the solar panel on. So you can do a voltage test, which I don't have a voltage tester. I mean, it seems like that's all I really need to do is just plug it in and let it go. Let's see, how to use. This product is designed to charge or maintain 12-volt battery in motorcycles, cars, caravans, and boats. Connect the test bulb. Oh, so this is the test bulb. I guess I should have plugged this in first to make sure that it's even working. So let's get back out there and test it out. So I'm gonna unplug these real quick. So let's see if the test tube will work. And if you can't tell, the light is on. So that definitely means that's working. If I unplug it, light should go off. Yep, so it works. Cool. So I'm going to give it a few hours and see if it actually charges the battery or not. Hopefully it works. So I guess we'll see in a sec. Alright, so it's been about a week, maybe a little bit more, maybe closer to 2 weeks at this point, since I hooked up this solar powered battery maintainer thing. This is Washington State, so it's not always sunny out like it is today. It's pretty sunny out. So we're gonna see. It didn't charge. What's going on? So as you can see, the battery stayed maintained. Had a little hiccup at first because I didn't have the connection to the battery correct. It wasn't on there all the way, that wasn't touching. But the maintainer definitely kept the battery charged. So one thing that I learned throughout this whole thing is that you don't want to have your car's power connections like connected to the battery, because this thing does not output enough power to keep the battery charged, as well as all the electronics and stuff going in your car. So you will need to unplug or unhook your battery from your car you know, unhook the connections, and then directly apply the connections of the maintainer to the battery. Then the battery will stay charged and maintained. So that was one thing I had to learn in the beginning. In the beginning, I kept the connectors on in the car, and so the car did not stay charged. It did not stay maintained, so the car wouldn't start up. So I had to jump it with this handy dandy little jump starter, and then let the battery charge for a little bit. Then I hooked the power couplings from the car from the battery, and then plugged in the solar battery maintainer, and as you can see, it starts up right away, as long as your connections are on there correctly. Don't be like me where you don't have it connected all the way, or else your car won't start, as you saw a second ago. But just went over there, make sure that the connectors were actually connected to the power, or connectors were actually connected to the battery, started right up. So this thing definitely works. It's great for the car. I have a link to the solar battery maintainer down below, as well as this jump starter that I had to use down below. I'm not sure if it will charge the battery from dead. You can try to see if the solar maintainer will charge the battery from dead. Am I testing it or not? But I think it might have just been because I had the car's battery connectors connected to the battery, so I think it just wasn't getting enough power to keep the battery maintained or charged or whatever. So I mean, you can try to go with just the maintainer. Can't guarantee that it'll charge your battery from dead, and if it does, it'll probably take a little while. But you have to make sure that you disconnect your car from the battery, or else it's not going to work. If I ever give a review for this thing, I give it 5 stars because it's awesome. It actually works. Now we don't have to worry about this car's battery dying because we hardly ever drive it anymore. So anytime we want to move it or do anything with it, we always have to jump the battery, let it charge for a little bit, and then move it or do whatever with it. So this is very nice to have, very handy. I would suggest this to everybody, especially now during this pandemic that seems to be ending. I don't know, it's hard to say, but if you don't drive your car very often, I would definitely suggest having this maintainer to keep your battery charged. Anyways, like I said, there are links down below. If you could, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like the video, do all that fun stuff. On this channel, I like to do a lot of vlogs and some tech reviews here and there for whatever helps out with the typical lifestyle, I guess, of a Washingtonian or something like that. But now I'm going to turn off the car, reconnect the maintainer, and live with the peace of mind that this car's battery will always be charged and not have to worry about things later on. So anyways, thanks for watching the video. I'm out.